Hi, I'm James Schillinglaw. I'm here aboard Lindblad Expeditions National Geographic Resolution, and we're here at the very end of a wonderful cruise to Antarctica, and this is in fact the last day. I'm here with Laura Fuentes, who's the hotel director, and she's going to fill you all in on what this ship is. And believe me, this ship is a luxury ship. It's really Lindblad Expeditions entry, and there are two of them now, Resolution and what's the other one?
The Endurance.
The Endurance. And so we're going to talk about those and all these other incredible things on board on Insider Travel Report. Laura, first of all, it's been wonderful to meet you. It's been a pleasure. You've been amazing. You're always there to be, if you need something, somehow you appear, which is magical. I don't know how you figure that one out, but tell us, let's talk first. First of all, let's talk about you. How did you get this job?
Well, that's a good question. I'm still trying to figure that out, actually. No, I started with Lindblad a little over 5 years ago, and I started on the U.S. flagship, the Seabird Sea Lion. And then when they launched the Quest and the Venture, they invited me to come and launch the National Geographic Venture. And I was there for a couple of years and really enjoyed and enjoyed being a part of the startup. So when the Resolution came up and they invited me to join here, I could not pass. It was an incredible opportunity, and to be on this amazing ship. So
yeah, well, this is the newest of the new, and really it was built last year, and now it's really being operated for the first time. And let's talk about this ship, at least the interiors. We're doing more. I'm interviewing your expedition leader. I'm interviewing your captain, but you're really in charge of all this operation. Yes. About all of our creature comforts when we come back from our exhausting expeditions. They're not exhausting, but they're just it's just it's nice to come back to a warm accommodation. Let's talk about those accommodations. How many cabins do we have on this ship?
We have 63 cabins.
Okay, so 63. So you can double it and get the passenger count here. And what is the range of accommodations you offer?
So we have anywhere from our lower category cabins, that's queen beds that could be made into twin beds, all the way up to our master suites. It's practically a small apartment up there.
I was nice enough. I think I have one, and they're actually named after different explorers and things, which is kind of fun. And we'll walk you through it. Talk about that masters, those big suites like the one I have.
Aren't those nice? They have the accommodation there. I think is amazing because we've pretty much given you everything you can practically need, including a bathtub. I mean, we've thought of
full bathtub, right?
Full bathtub that I recommend you try out in the Drake Passage and see how that feels. But so walk-in closets, full bathtub, 2 rooms. We've got the TVs on both sides, so you have the living room space and also in the bedroom space with a full balcony, a hammock. I mean, it's just incredible up there.
Yeah, and then a walk-in closet, as you mentioned, which is there's more than enough storage, believe me. And then the bathrooms have double sinks, and you said bathtubs, but also showers. So you got everything and a separate toilet. It really is an incredibly comfortable cabin, but all the cabins seem to be really comfortable. And then, of course, one thing we should talk about is the beds, right?
Yes, the beds are extremely comfortable. They are amazing. I hear about them all the time, and I think that the linens that we provide and the mattresses and the comfort of the bed, just it's that touch, right, to give you a little touch of home.
Well, it does, and actually I've been sleeping very soundly. And let's talk about the other big thing about is eating. And I wasn't ready for the quality of the cuisine. I had heard it was good, but it is amazing. It really is. So you have basically 2 restaurants, right?
Yes, we have on the Resolution and the Endurance, we have 2 restaurants. We have on the main deck, 270, and then on deck 8 we have 2 paella. And so the main restaurant is 3 full course or 3 full meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Those are full course meals. And then in 2 paella we offer for breakfast and lunch a lighter fare, so you can come up and have just something light like a bowl of cereal, oatmeal, and then one special.
I've done it once. I did my yogurt and stuff up there one time, but then I said, maybe I always look at the specials, and they always have specials in the morning, whether it's salmon eggs Benedict is what I had this morning, but sometimes I said, maybe I should go a little lighter, but you can do that upstairs. And the food, there's a lot of choice. choices. You know a good restaurant when there's more than enough things that you want, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And the idea is to offer an alternative to folks that want something lighter, and of course the views up there will draw you to that space anyways, because it's incredible. But for the menus, we wanted to offer a lighter fare, kind of one-course meals that someone can have. And halfway through the voyage, people are telling me they have too much food, and they have a lot of food.
But there is one meal up there that is not lighter. It's a special tasting menu that you offer at Tupaya that you hosted. In a way, you came up and said, make sure we were okay up there, and you have a special chef and it is amazing, and it's an experience, I think, once during the cruise, right, that you can do.
Yes, everyone gets to have the experience. I think of it as a culinary journey, because we take you through a voyage. We take you on a voyage, really, with the courses that we serve. It's 7 courses. It's our chef's table, and we're showing you all the places that we travel through the meals that you're having that night, and I love it, and everyone has really enjoyed it. It makes me very, very happy.
Well, I was blown away by it. I didn't expect that kind of. I heard about it. All cruises. So when are we getting invited? I mean, maybe my invitation got lost in the mail, but finally I got up there, and we had a marvelous meal, and it's you're really served very well. Now, and of course, we're here now in the Ice Lounge, which is sort of the main lounge for almost everything, right?
Yes, the Ice Lounge is kind of the center of where everybody starts their day with the briefings from the naturalists and all of the talks in the expedition, kind of the recap hour, the cocktail hour. This is really a main point for everyone to get together, and Expedition does all their talks, and I think that we provide a pretty decent space for
it's a lovely, comfortable space. It's got TVs all around, as you might see in the background. It's also a good place for a party, but we won't talk about that one. Not yet. But this is really a comfortable space. You can go during the day, as you can see. There's not many people. Actually, we just arrived on an island here to go see penguins. I've already seen them. I came back, and I'm just relaxing in the lounge with Laura. So this has been a great place to just hang out, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I'm glad you mentioned the TVs, because it's important for everyone to be able to see when we're doing the talks and the presentations that the naturalists do, and we've provided a space that everywhere you look, you have access to this information, and you also have the beautiful views all the way around the lounge. So,
yeah, and so in fact, this whole ship, everywhere you go, you're going to see beautiful views. We're on where are we now? We're deck 6, right? This is deck 6. I lose track. There's only 8 decks, but so incredible views all around. And then let's go up top where the Tupaya is in the front. We have incredible lounge areas with library and things like that, right?
Yeah, the library is located up in the den, and that's where the Tupaya restaurant is. The library is up there. We also have access to the outer decks, and then on that same deck you can find the igloos and the jacuzzis and the.
Let's talk about those, because let's not rush about those, because the first of all, the spa. You have the jacuzzi, you have a sauna, and then you have a couple of massage rooms. It's really incredible complex.
Yeah, that's the sanctuary, and that area, not only is it beautiful, but it's very relaxing. It's a place to go and kind of find some peace and find some quiet and spend time with yourself. If you like yoga or you like stretch class that we offer every morning, there's a beautiful space up there for our yoga studio. And of course, like you said, the saunas are up there, and they're very popular. We also provide the terrace space if you want a place to relax while you're waiting for your treatment or after you do the sauna. And that's a very beautiful space with great views, and you can just hang out in a lounge chair and listen to music.
Well, I think I'm planning on doing that tomorrow. It's the lads going home on the Drake. Drake Passage. I'm gonna do a massage and hang out in the sauna and do all that stuff. We mentioned the igloos.
Yes.
They have igloos on board. Talk about what those igloos are. There's 2 of them, and what are they for?
So the igloos are, it's a viewing platform, right? It's an enclosed ice. Simulated ice igloo made out of glass, and it's on the back of the ship, so you have great views of everywhere from there. They're kind of private. You have the front of the igloo where you go in is smoke glass so that you can't see in. So during the day, they're open for everyone to go in and just enjoy and relax and enjoy the sights and the views. But in the evening, we have this midnight, all night, or depending on where we are, the sun camping experience, where you can spend the night in the igloo. And of course, there's no heat, so it's a true camping adventure. But
there is lots of, you have hot water bottles in the beds, and the beds are almost as comfortable, I think, as your beds in the suites. And then you have this kind of parka thing if you got to go out. The bathroom, which is usually in the spa. There's lighting. There's all kinds of things, and there's actually mood lighting. There's different kind of colors you can put on the igloo, right?
There's mood lighting on the floor and heating on the floor as well. That's the fun part. You can change the lights, and they can change colors. You can set the mood, which is really nice. And we have lanterns and candles and things in there. It's a really nice adventure. And
then if you make it to 7, Laura will bring you coffee and a croissant. I have to admit, I wimped out. I loved it, but I said my bed back in my suite was very enticing, and I wasn't sleeping because it's all light, right? It's very tough. Some people did it the right way, and you told us this. Go have a sauna. They have a hot tub right next door. You do the hot tub, you do the sauna, and then one of my colleagues had a little bit of whiskey. He slept through the night at 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, okay, I got the experience. I'm going to go downstairs because I have to get some sleep. But it depends. I don't think I had a couple who actually were married on here. Yeah. That was their honeymoon, and they said it was fine. So it's an incredible experience. You may have heard a lot about it on social media, but it really is a very kind of special experience.
Yeah, it's getting a lot of hype on social media. People are talking about it, and that's wonderful. I wish we had more so that we can offer it for everyone.
It's first come, first serve right now.
It is. It's first come, first serve. Depending on the itinerary that we're at, we only have a limited amount of nights that we can offer it. Obviously, we're not offering it in the Drake Passage, but
that would be interesting, though.
it might be like a roller coaster, really. So yeah, first come, first serve, and I'm so happy that people are talking about it because it's a lot of fun.
Anything else you want to let our travel advisors know about this ship and what they can experience? And I got to emphasize, this is luxury, okay? Everybody said there's a lot of luxury product going into the expedition cruise market, and this is Lindblad's entry, and I can't imagine anything being better. It really is a wonderful experience in food, in accommodations, in these other special experiences that we have. It really is very special to come back to the ship and enjoy all these things and what you provide.
Well, thank you for that. I think that what we strive for is to give our guests what they want, right? And try to anticipate their needs before they even know they have them. And I think that the Resolution and the Endurance certainly are accomplishing that.
Now, one thing we got to talk about, though, before I'll close on this, is the crew.
Yes.
The crew, the service that you have them delivering and working on, they are amazing. They know your name. They're a lot of fun. They really know what they're doing, and as you said, they can really anticipate needs.
Yeah, I think that's really the key here, right? We can give you the most beautiful space and the best adventure and the best expedition off the ship, but when it comes down to it, what sets us apart and what makes the difference in your experience is the crew, and I believe that wholeheartedly. I think that our crew and the staff, we live here. This is our home, and we welcome you to it when you come in. And I think that's really what we're trying to accomplish, that you feel at home when you're here with us. And there's a magic here that you just can't describe. And it is the crew.
And it's the crew, and it's also the expedition team, which is also here, and they're kind of your buddies on land and here, and they're your lecturers, your information providers. They know everything about the Antarctic, everything about every penguin, everything about every seal, every bird, and they help you get in and out of, you got to get in your gear. There's a routine. You get in your gear, you get on the Zodiac, you go ashore. Sometimes it's a little rough, and then you go do a hike around an area that they've deemed safe enough and not really interfering with the animals, so you can get pretty close close to penguins, believe me. They're going to get close to you. So it is a really an experience. So it's really great to. But then you come back here and you're in your nice suite, or you have a nice meal, or your igloo, and it's really comfortable. But anyway, Laura, I want to thank you again for a wonderful experience on board this ship. I didn't know what to expect quite. I mean, I'd heard a lot about it. We've written a lot about it, but to really be here is a whole different thing.
Well, thank you, James. I'm so happy that you came to sail with us. I didn't realize it was your first time.
You are. I was always remember my first time. You'll be my first hotel director on an Antarctic cruise ship, and you're the best. I got to tell you.
Thank you so much. That's wonderful. Thank you, and I hope that you come back and sail with us again.
I look forward to it. I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.